You want it?
Okay.
I don't know. Hey Dean, tell us a bit about your engineering background and your educational background.
Well, I'll start with myself. I'm Dean. I'm the intern in Engineering Without Borders, 22 years of age. I started wanting to become an engineer when I first saw the Hoover Dam in Nevada when I was 11 years of age. I saw the monstrosity that was erected in front of me and I thought, wow, this is impressive. I wanted to see, how it was constructed, how it was designed, how it was built, and it would have been fantastic just to have overseen the entire operation, and it kind of got me interested in civil engineering, and in particular like hydrological engineering. And that's kind of why I'm here with Engineering Without Borders, because engineers do improve the quality of life, and that should be the primary reason why you become one, and that's definitely mine. So, yeah, that's why I'm at Engineering Without Borders.
And how have you enjoyed this trip thus far? So we're at the moment in Yarrawonga.
Yeah.
We've been to 2 schools.
Yeah.
How have you enjoyed the experience teaching?
Well,
carrying this workshop with very kids?
Well, I find the Engineering Without Borders Regioneering Roadshow, it's just a sensational activity to be involved with. It's all the way from just organising, being with friends, and then teaching what you believe in. It's really important, just spreading the message and empowering kids with knowledge, especially in the engineering and humanitarian engineering in particular fields. The amount of joy you get on those kids' faces, it's just sensational at times. I think today we were in Yarrawonga at Sacred Heart College, and I remember talking to one of the kids who I think we've changed from wanting to become a fitter and turner into an engineer. And it was just the fact that he saw that he could be part of the process in order to save lives or, create a solution which would be the benefit of other people. It's an inspiring feeling. It's spine-tingling in a sense. It's incredible. But yeah, I think we all have different reasons to encounter Engineering Without Borders, and I wanted something more for my degree. I think university does take, it takes the romance out of the occupation. It does. It's a little disenchanting, and what Engineering Without Borders has done for me, it's broadened my horizons, and it really does reiterate through my mind that the sky is the limit with engineering. We can make a big difference. Being able to provide clean, sanitized water has been considered one of the greatest medical advancements of the 20th century. And I think knowing this and the power that engineers have, it's really special, and it shows how much responsibility we have in shaping, society for future generations. And with all these tangents of sustainability and the not so uncertain future with climate change, population growth, urban densification, and all these other phenomena, maybe even urban sprawl, how can this affect developing countries, and how can we put our knowledge forward in order to ensure a sustainable future? Why would you want to be anything else?
Dean, EWB, and future. What are your plans?
My plans? I'm uncertain. I'm going to see where Engineering Without Borders takes me. The opportunities are marvellous within this. You can be part of the high school outreach program as an engineering student, where you can actively engage with high school students, talk to them about engineering, work in some activities, for instance, say a water filter workshop where you use simple materials to filter dirty water, to ultimately see whether or not the water might be treated to a usable standard. And then you can venture into construction modules where we're designing floating platforms. And that's really exciting because we're emulating what's happening on the Tonle Sap River in Cambodia. It's a large water body, and people have to do this for survival, and the kids are finally getting to them like that. And you can really see the gears turning in the kids, and that's the cogs have really hurt. You can hear the gears meshing.
You can hear the works.
You can hear the works. Yeah, it's impeccable. It's amazing.
Yeah.
and like I'm an intern as part of the HSO program, and for me to see that, it's made me more inspired for the works that I'm enduring. I may go on secondment next year, I may not, and I'm going to make sure that I'm part of Engineering Without Borders for life, even when I do endure a professional career. I might be in hydrology or structural engineering or just predominant civil works, but I'll make sure that I have my ties with Engineering Without Borders because the networking opportunities are endless.
Say, as an intern,
Yeah.
what kind of activities would you like to see in the future, like as part of a HSO program? Do you want to extend more?
I think there's a broader scope for more for more modules. I personally believe that we can incorporate so many other forms of activities through. Either we can talk about construction. We may want to start creating small bridges which we can test for how much strength that they can carry. It's very similar to the floating platform activity. We can also look into sustainability and maybe the what am I looking for? What words am I looking for? What we will encounter in the future, such as climate change and water supply, and maybe we should incorporate this into an activity to tell the kids what's actually happening and what challenges they will face in their lifetime and their children's lifetime. So there's just so much scope for the modules, and I'm in the process of letting it out at the moment, and hopefully it's going to be really exciting next year. Yeah, I think.
What has been one of the best moments you've had so far on the trip?
Have
you enjoyed it? Yeah.
What's my favourite moment in the trip? Look, it's been a fantastic trip. I've had a really awesome trip. I think I've had a really awesome trip. I can't really comment and say what moment was better, what moment was worse. Like a lot of the names that some of the vessels that the kids design, they blow your mind half the time. Like we had, I think HMAS Sinkable and three guys, 3 cups. I'm not sure what popular reference that is from exactly. They're like, it puts a smile on your face. And I think the best part is to see how much the kids get into the activities. Like, you see these kids who have no understanding of what engineering is prior to going into these workshops. They don't even know what an engineer is. By the end of it, they're yelling at the top of their voice for their vessel to win the competition where their vessel may carry 90 odd marbles. Like that's exciting. Like you go from someone that doesn't care to someone who is extremely involved because it's competitive, and it shows it engages people that have no idea. It's an extremely inclusive environment, and I think it's
Also, that's good teamwork, right?
Yeah, plenty of teamwork. You have people working together.
They all work together and then.
Exactly.
Because I think not once did I see a child not getting involved with the other.
Yeah, exactly. Like every child was encouraged to put all their thoughts into a piece of paper, write down what they thought would look cool, what they thought would actually work, what would float, what wouldn't float. And it was surprising to see the way these teams work. We might have had really smart boys in the class, but generally the girls outdid the boys, and that was surprising. Maybe that's the way engineering is going. More women in engineering. It's empowering to see that. Who knows what the future may hold? Do you have anything else?